Hey, what's up, guys? In this video, I want to talk to you about your fortune is in the follow-up. Now, the reason I wanted to make this video is you guys know this, right? You guys know you have to follow up to convert. But I wanted to reiterate a couple things. I've been in sales for the last decade in many different ways, including being a real estate agent, including selling new construction homes, but lots of other aspects as well in industries and niches. And the same thing is true everywhere. Your fortune is in the follow-up. In digital marketing, I've set up tons of clients with automated email sequences, messenger sequence, chatbot sequences, and we find over and over and over again the majority, by far, the majority of the money is made for these companies in the follow-up systems. It's not the first touch. It's not at the first at-bat. It's about getting as many at-bats as possible. And I'm going to share some statistics with you in a second that's pretty staggering, but it's going to help you, okay? So remember, the fortune is in the follow-up. You shoot them a message on Facebook. You get one of these leads in. Maybe they don't finish the form. You shoot them a message. They don't respond. They're not dead. They're not done, okay? It's not over. We keep going, and I'll show you why in a second. Now, and here's the deal. I want you to remember the value that you bring to your customer. You are literally enhancing their lives when they work with you. And you have to have that kind of conviction when you're in sales. I mean, if you're a real estate agent and you get hung up on that thought of, oh, I don't want to bug people, man, we got to get rid of that today. We got to move that mindset. We got to loser-proof our mindset there, and we got to say, okay, I'm open to this. I know that I can help them. Look, you need to be so convicted of your value that if they end up going with another agent, you literally on the inside need to be like, no, I know I could help them better. I know I could get them in the home of their dreams, or I know I could sell their house quickly for top dollar. Like you got to be that convicted about your personal value, and that makes following up easy because you know that maybe even if you have to stay persistent and keep following up over and over again, even when it's awkward or uncomfortable, but you know on the other side of that, you can really, really, really help that person, man, that's why you do it. So again, I repeat, your fortune, your money is going to be in the follow-up here. Check out this statistic. This is crazy. Okay, 2% of sales are made on the first contact. That's it, 2%. That means if you only make one call or one contact, you just left 98% of your sales on the table. It's gone. 3% of sales are made on the second contact. 5% of sales are made on the third contact. 10% on the fourth contact. But look at this number. 80% of sales are made from the 5th to 12th contact. I remember when I was in real estate, that was very, very accurate. All right. I'd even say it might be the 7th or 8th when I started getting most of the contacts to start coming in for appointments. 80% of sales are made on the 5th to 12th contact. But here's the problem. 48% of salespeople never follow up with the prospect. That means they only get a chance at 2% of sales. But think about it. I know that seems staggering. I did actually a lot of research and over again, books, websites, everything kept confirming these stats. When I was selling real estate, it was almost this exact same percentage levels as well. 80% of sales are made on the 5th to 12th contact. Yeah, almost nobody is even going to the 5th contact because they don't want to bug people or they don't want to be awkward or whatever. And I'm telling you, bug people. Let's ramp your business up to the next level, guys. Okay? That's what I'm here to help you do. All right? I want you to push back past the awkward. I want you to get to that 5th, 6th, 7th, up to that 12th contact so we can really see your sales go up, up, and up. And think about it like this. That's why there's so many struggling agents out there. A lot of real estate agents, the majority of real estate agents struggle. And I firmly believe the sole reason they struggle is because they never get to that 5th to 12th contact with people. They try once and say, it's a bad lead. They didn't respond. They must not be interested. No, stop telling yourself those stories. Push past that. Do what the training tells you, and you'll get the results. Okay, guys? 80% of sales. Look where 80% of sales are made. Don't forget that. That'll change your life right there. An MIT study showed this. 500% increase when you call a lead within 60 seconds. Your chances of converting that prospect increase by 500%. The first business or person to contact a lead increases conversion rates by 238%. Up to 72% of leads are reached after 2 calls, yet 48% of leads never receive a second call. That was actually backed up by the previous slide where it said 48% of salespeople never even go to the second call. Okay? So those numbers are staggering. Remember, speed matters. That's why I want you getting these notifications on your phone right away. We're setting up some automations and follow-up sequences. And use a team member if you can. Use a spouse if you need to when you're getting started. Frequency obviously matters as well. We learned from the last slide. Be fast and be relentless. Remember the value you bring to your customer. You literally make their lives better when they work with you. Remember that, okay? Now, follow-up procedures. This is stuff I put together from some training books and some manuals and stuff I used to do personally when I was in real estate. You got to be relentless, okay? You have to have no fear on this. This is kind of how it works, okay? You get a phone number, you're calling them immediately. If they don't pick up, you're calling them in 10 minutes, you're calling them in 30 minutes, you're calling them in 2 hours, you're calling them in 4 hours. You call them on day 2, you call them on day 3, then you put them on a once-a-week deal. Email, hit them in 10 minutes, hit them on day 2, day 3. Put them in your drip sequence or CRM if you have one. I know a lot of you guys do. Text them quick. Text them 4 hours later, day 2, day 4. And then Facebook Messenger. If they don't answer the phone call, if they don't answer all the questions, you're hitting them up immediately. You're creating conversations. You're going to ask them questions. You're going to use Facebook Messenger to re-engage them using new listings, open houses, asking them stuff, asking them if they've been pre-approved, sending them value. Okay, so you're going to be a little bit active on this. But again, it's all about conversations, conversations, conversations. Have enough conversations, all the money you need will be there. So we're following up relentlessly. We don't have any fear because the value that you bring these people is going to change their lives. So do not be afraid to bug them. All right? I've interviewed top agents in real estate, in the mortgage loan industry, and then across a few other industries, financial management and a couple different things like that. And they approve of this procedure that I'm giving you guys. Okay? This is how the top agents do it. It's why they are the top agents. It's why. Man, the person I recently bought a home, I used as my agent, followed this. It did not bug me, okay? He called me relentlessly, but he was cool. He was polite. He added value. He was awesome to talk to. He was laid back. He wasn't pushy. He was cool. And I liked it. I liked that he followed up relentlessly because he earned my business. And I went with him, and he got a nice fat commission check when I bought my big old house. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is how it works, guys. So do not be afraid. Do not let this intimidate you, okay? All right. Be relentless. No fear. You are helping people. So I'm going to post some scripts you guys can use in the modules below. You probably have your own. I don't want to put this out here like you don't have any training. I know you guys have training. I know you guys are, most of you guys are top premier agents and top premier loan officers. You've got training on this, but I just wanted to add it here as well in case you wanted another perspective or you wanted to see what some other people are doing across the country that are working in those different markets too, okay? Now, remember, 80% of your success will come from contacting a prospect 5 to 12 times, but only 48% of salespeople go for multiple contacts, right? That's good news for you guys. I just gave you the secret to going from a beginner, if you are a beginner, to taking you to what the top agents are doing. Model their success, okay? 48% of agents, basically half of all agents, are giving up too early. That means a ton of sales, half the sales are yours for the taking. Just don't give up too early. Be that person that contacts them 8 times and you'll get all the sales that no one else is getting, right? Especially with all the avenues that we're providing you with to contact your leads, you know, through of course, phone calls, text, email, Facebook Messenger, all the different ways we're giving you. Man, there should be no excuses. I want you guys to win. I want you guys to be successful. That's why you joined this. That's why you partnered with us, is because we're going to take your business from where it is to where you want it to be. This is how you do it, guys. The fortune is in the follow-up. Now go make some calls.